Hey Pete, I'm wondering, this is an Ingersoll Rand P100 that I bought many years ago. Did some work to it. It's always been great. It starts very funny, but since I've always had the system down, it works fine. So the wiring on it is a nightmare. Always has been. But it's been super reliable, considering how old it is. So I had the radiator rebuilt, which is the oil. There's the air oil separator, and the oil radiator. I had to fix that when I bought it. I had to put a new atmospheric valve on it, and it's governing quite well. But you know, there's all these safety things, and I think like this safety device, which is going to the gauge, has probably been, I don't know, unhooked. And to tell you the truth, if things run more reliable with things unhooked, that's probably how I'd want to do it. But when you run this thing out of diesel, it's a whore. Now, let me just show you the starting procedure. So typically what I do, there's a button back in there, and I push that down. Now to me, that almost looks like the injector pump, but it wants to start only when it's down. And then I come over here and I shoot one shot of ether in there, and then come over, flip that up, and it fires right up. It'll smoke it like crazy at first. This is a 2-cylinder German Deutsch motor, I believe. There's the 2 injectors. And I've never taken that cover off. Yeah, Deutz, D-E-U-T-Z. Very reliable from what I understand. Here's some more of that wonderful wiring I showed you. Now what happened this weekend is it shut down, and let me put the lid on the fuel here since I just filled it up. So what I ended up diagnosing, and this is kind of what I have to do to prime it when it runs out of diesel, which I try to never do, but this is a hot wire, unfused hot wire that I'm sending over there. And that's how I kind of get the pump to run, so that I can purge the air out to the pump, and then I fire it up and I purge it at the injectors. So I think that's all pretty normal. But over here, and this is where we had a problem today. So there's the electric fuel pump, and I'm not sure if that's got a pressure. It seems like, because it'll click when it's on, but then if it builds up pressure, it stops. But this here is what not only powers the pump, but I believe one of these orange wire, the actual fuel pump, but then the engine pump, I don't think this opens unless that's powered, because what happened here is I lost power. As far as I can prove, I've lost power. So what I do, which is similar to when I'm trying to purge the diesel pump, the pump that's on the machine, is I have to just stick it in there. Now you'll probably hear the pump come on. It should anyway. So that's clicking, and when that's clicking, if I open up, hold on, my suicide thing here. If I open up this and bleed it, or just pull this nut off, and I don't understand what that screw does, if that's an adjustment. But I'll let fuel ooze all out and I tighten it down, and then I can fire it up and go purge out the injectors. But this must be another valve. Maybe that's the shutoff solenoid. So something happened this weekend. I might have found it on the other side. But what I'd rather do is go through this wiring. I do have a service manual for it. Or it's at least an owner's manual that I found online. So this kind of crap don't happen. It will now fire up right now. Let's see if I actually want to do that. Why not? Right? We'll see if there's any reason why not, since it's pumping fuel everywhere. So my procedure is up. And I push the button in. You remember on the other side, I push that button in. And here we go. Bit of smoke behind there, but not too bad. In the morning it'll obviously stroke. It runs like a Swiss watch. And of course right now it's on low power until I hit this button. I think we might have just had a hose fly all over down at the house. Yikes. Okay, I'll talk to you later.